Thank you and good morning, everyone. Let me also start out by thanking and saying good morning to Executive Director Michael Connor and all of the staff and supporters of Open Mic for your work to promote and shape a healthy media environment. It's with great pleasure that I'm with you this morning at this timely and important forum. We're in an era of rapid change, and gatherings like this are necessary to exchange ideas, experiences, and perspectives about what exactly this change means for all of us. While those opinions may differ, I think we can all agree that technology's impact on every aspect of our lives is definitely growing. Instead of meeting at school or at Little League, kids are meeting through MySpace and Facebook. Businesses can communicate from all over the world in an instant. And one of the things that I have to admit is just amazing is watching people text each other while sitting a few feet away from each other. It is amazing. In short, technology is redefining how we work, how we learn, how we interact. It's such an exciting time full of ideas and innovation. However, despite this excitement, we have to take a step back to ensure that the development of our increasingly wireless world is more than just prosperous and cutting edge. It also has to be responsible. Any new era of change brings new challenges. As the power of technology grows, so too do the responsibilities of the media industry. Yet we've all heard about cases where companies have denied their consumers access to certain information. Open Mic's recent work to fight against censorship is proof that there's a troubling trend evolving in the media and technology world. I'm concerned about how this trend affects New York City's pension funds and the people that they serve. Just to give you a little background, as Comptroller of the City of New York, I serve as trustee of 4 of the 5 pension funds and chief investment advisor to all 5 pension funds. Total assets, third quarter of last year, God knows what it's going to look like these days, is in excess of $110 billion. Makes us the 5th largest institutional and public pension fund in this country. Every action and every decision we make affects more than just dollars and cents. It impacts the lives and futures of more than 640,000 retirees, beneficiaries, and active city employees. Every time our funds invest in a company, we're putting our trust in its management and its board to act responsibly. When companies compromise on censorship issues, they jeopardize their reputations, their financial bottom lines, our investments, and the integrity of that media industry. In recent years, we've seen a number of companies betray the fundamental ideals of free speech and democracy. For example, in China, Google, Yahoo, and Microsoft have self-censored certain websites. So when a person in China searches Tiananmen Square, they'll be directly only to sites about tourism, travel, and other subjects, all unrelated to the tragic actions that took place there. As far as we're concerned, we absolutely cannot tolerate censorship. Accordingly, in 2007, on behalf of our city's pension funds, we submitted resolutions calling on all 3 companies to establish a set of policies protecting against the infringement of basic freedoms by countries currently doing business with internet search engines. They've all resisted us so far, but we'll continue to push for progress. We've resubmitted our resolutions with Google and Yahoo in January, and we're going to resubmit with Microsoft later this year. And if there's a proxy battle over Microsoft's bid to acquire Yahoo, we may be able to use our leverage as incredibly large shareholders to kind of make the case, as they would say. Technology companies doing business both here and abroad need to establish business practices and standards ensuring that universal freedoms are protected. It's just one of the many measures we're taking to ensure that the companies we invest in are both fiscally and socially responsible. Despite criticism from corporations that shareholders meddle too much, and they definitely level that against us in New York City, we're probably the most active and aggressive public pension funds in America. We have the right to be heard when companies in which we invest act contrary to the ideals we value. It doesn't mean that we have to sacrifice innovation or progress. We believe that we can have it all. I, like all of you, am excited about the possibilities of the next frontier of technology. However, in order to fulfill the full promise of the digital age, we have to ensure that the commitment to the principles that Open Mic often talks of, competition, diversity, and openness, are as strong as a commitment to developing the next cell phone or laptop. To make this happen, we have to continue to work together. Positive things happen when investors, business leaders, and consumers come together. And I believe and know that today's dialogue exploring Wireless America will go a long way to promoting both greater understanding and accountability. And now let me let you get back to the panel this morning. Thank you.